What's poppin', soul? I want to talk about, and I always come on and say I want to talk about, and I hope that you're listening to some of the things that I'm saying, and if not some, all of them. If it's pertaining to you and your life being great, going into your next season, or a year, or a moment. And sometimes it's the next second of the way that you listen to somebody and they can change your whole trajectory of life, or trajectory of life. Project, when you project, you're looking at things before. And sometimes in the soul, most times in the soul, and I ain't gonna lie, all the time in the soul, if you're looking at the future, or if you're living a day-to-day life, you're gonna see it. Not the future though, because time is all one span, one moment. All it is the ions and the atoms, the vibrations of matter are all slowed down that we can see it, but everything is moving rapidly fast. So when I talked about future, that you're not your future because everything is already happening, and you're just here in the moment, having the universe slow it down for you. With that being said, I want to talk about the mask. The mask that you wear, the mask that I noticed that all of us had to wear. Some of us still wear them because we're afraid of ourselves. We're afraid that if everyone knows the truth about how we really think and how we really feel, that, we're not going to be accepted anymore. We're not going to be a part of what we call our little secret group or our family or whatever it is that keeps you somewhat grounded. I say somewhat grounded, and I mean somewhat grounded, because of the mask. I notice that if you have a 9-to-5, you got a 9-to-5, that you put on your best self. You get in that mirror, you put on those clothes, ladies put on that makeup, guys, y'all put on y'all best looking outfit if you can, if you have a job to do that, in order to present yourself to a society that's going to make you act out of your soul or out of your character. You know what I mean? And your soul ain't gonna back down. Your soul ain't gonna back down. I give you like personals, like example, when you're around people and you're elevating in the soul, and they call it the prophetic, where you hear and actually see what's going on in people. Though they're saying they're one person, they're living the life of another. You're in churches, preaching, sir, preaching, ma'am. Outside of that church, you have a different life. You have a different life, yet you are telling the people in your ministry to live what is a truth for them and hope for them. And after you leave with all of the source power from the God that you serve, you still choose to live your alternate life. As the soul sits and look at you wondering why, and you just can't just put down what you started, because then what's going to happen with the flock? What's going to happen with the people in the community? And I'm just going to tell y'all the truth. Y'all community of people already know what y'all doing out here. They already know that you're sleeping around, They already know that you're using money the wrong way. That's in the government officials and the church. The people that you vote for. Yeah, those people in your district, in your hometown, in your small districts. These are your leaders, because you cannot live outside of what's created, y'all. In this realm, there's always two sides to the coin. And where you give your energy to, and who you give your energy to, and what you give your energy to, is going to be the benefactor and the beneficiary of your life. Honestly, men and women, here in the southern region, you go to these outings and parties, especially in this area, where you have secret lovers, or what you call so-called secret, and you got a man and a woman at home. Why do you think it's so hard for you to be really who you are? Tell your partner's the truth. If you really want to be real, tell them the truth. Tell them you don't want to be there but sometime, and you want to be with him or her the other times. And then, for all of you who are struggling with your back and forth, being gay, being all of you who are struggling because that's what society is pushing really hard, saying that you were born like this, be hanging around people in that sense, and then blaming it on what you didn't get when you were small. You know, I didn't get this kind of love in a relationship when I was small from a man or a woman, so I decided to go this way, you know, with a male or a female or a female. I told y'all last video, this is serious business. Lady that turns gay, men that turn what we call gay. It's easy to talk to another man if you're a man, and it's easy to talk to another lady if you're a lady. And to equate a sexual part that's not natural. Y'all know what I'm talking about, or to do things that's not natural in your Bible. But yet you have Sodom and Gomorrah, what we call, if you read the biblical Bible, you know about Sodom and Gomorrah, you know? You know about Sodom and Gomorrah? Come on, y'all. It's where we live. This is it. This is it. Like Michael Jackson, this is it. But I'm MJ with the 2-3, giving you it. I'm giving you it. It. How you gonna have the preacher, pastor, apostle, evangelist teaching to a flock people, and the mannerism is gay, and you say this is God, and then you have the other side who don't believe in the gay sect that's preaching like that and know that it's feeling that is wrong. Say, well, you know, that's wrong. God ain't stopped it. God ain't letting them, you know, shut their mouth. They still got them churches, people. They still waking up, and probably on a Saturday, you know, Sunday or whatever day they hold churches or whatever, they still gonna be going, being in their identity as a gay person. They still breathing, and the flock are breathing. You see them all over social media. Oh, Shantavian, no, for real. Don't go here. Yeah, that's what y'all need. The truth, right? So this is what the soul sees. This is what the soul sees. I can't get out of the soul. I just wanted you to get off your mask. Take your mask off, because the soul gonna lead you the right way, right? This is not just about Christianity. This is not just about society. This is not just about the government. This is about your soul being true to you. When I first came on here, I asked you, you know, what's up with the mask? So now I'm releasing some of the mask. Y'all can take those off. I done it for you. I said those words for you, because I'm not dictated by society or what people think, y'all. My rule is a soul. My soul is the rule. You know what I mean? This is Shantavian Payne. I love you in the soul. I'll be here in the soul. That's just how it is in the soul. What you gonna do about it? I'll see you soon.